I want to thank you for this opportunity to talk to you about an issue that so many of us in this country have been talking about the last couple of days especially, and that's the whole mess with AIG, a major insurer which has reach across the world. But now we find out, after the American people have provided them help, that they're giving bonuses to the very people who created the mess we're in to begin with. Let me just step back for a moment and talk about the story here, the timeline. Here's a major international company that's been insuring transactions all over the world, and you had one division in that company that had a group of people in it that were coming up with schemes to put transactions together, and these schemes led to the near collapse of a major corporation. And yet, when that same company, AIG, came to the American people and said, we're having trouble now, we need taxpayer help, the American people gave them $170 billion. And what did we get in return for that? Very little, if any, disclosure about their activities. And now we find out that they're awarding bonuses, tens of millions of dollars of bonuses. By one estimate, is more than $160 million in bonuses to the very people who are putting these schemes together, which led to the near collapse of this company. So that's what we're talking about. And you would think that now that the American people have invested not $160 or $165 million, we've invested almost $170 billion in this company. And what we should get for that, at a minimum, is some kind of report on the performance, not just of the company, but of this very division that's getting the bonuses. So at a minimum, as I said in a letter today to Mr. Liddy, who runs AIG, I said, look, you got a choice to make. And I'm paraphrasing the letter. But basically I said, these people in this division who created the mess that we're in right now, they're the ones who should be providing information to us about their performance. If they're going to be awarded bonuses, the American people should know about their performance. But here's what I said to Mr. Liddy. The people that are supposed to be getting these bonuses have a basic choice to make. Choice number one is forego the bonuses. And if you decide not to take choice number one and you don't forego the bonuses, then you should be fired. And I'm calling for the leadership at AIG to fire the people who are responsible for the mess that AIG is in. And a lot of those people, unfortunately, are the same people who are getting over $160 million in bonuses. So that's what I'm calling for. That's what I'm calling for in very simple terms. Forego the bonuses or be fired. It's that simple. Now, that may not be enough. They may say, we don't want to do either. We're going to just thumb our nose and insult the American people and give these people bonuses and not fire them. Okay, well, if they want to do that, if they want to play that game, then there are other steps that we can take. The Congress right now, and in particular in the Senate, the Finance Committee is working right now on a tax provision, which we'll hear about in the next couple of days. We'll take a look at it when we see it. But if there is a tax provision that says that those bonuses should be taxed at 70 or 80 or even 90%, I'm voting for it. Because if this company won't hold itself accountable and won't hold the people in this division accountable who created the mess and now want, in some individual cases, millions of individual bonuses, then we have to hold them accountable in some way. But this is an outrage. It's an insult. It's an insult to the American people. It's an insult to those who have to go to work every day and make a living. We're living through a terrible economy right now. The trauma that's been heaped upon the American people because of this economy and the people of our state in Pennsylvania is almost incalculable. Hundreds of thousands of people have lost their jobs. And in the midst of all that, people losing their jobs or losing their homes or losing their hopes and their dreams, we have a small number of employees at AIG, including the leadership at AIG, who are saying none of that really matters. All of the misery that that played out here. It doesn't matter. We need to give people who had poor performance, terribly poor performance, we need to give them bonuses. Well, if they're not going to forego the bonuses and the company's not going to fire these people, then we have to take other steps. And if that's a tax provision or if that's some other way to penalize this company, we're going to take action. And I wanted the people of Pennsylvania to know that we're going to take whatever legal and appropriate steps are necessary to hold this company accountable and make sure this doesn't happen to another company at another time in the future. So I'd invite you to pay attention as you have to this issue and to go to our website and to give us your ideas and to give us your feedback on what's been happening. And I know it's been terribly frustrating and maddening for people, as it has for me and for people across the country. But today's action by me in my letter to the company leadership and action by other members of the House and the Senate is the beginning, just the beginning of the kind of accountability that should be brought to bear on a company that has been given so much, tens of billions of dollars by American taxpayers. The people of America and the people of Pennsylvania deserve a lot better and deserve a lot more accountability by a company like AIG that has benefited so greatly from our taxpayers. Thank you very much.